So let's move on to hack number 3. I know everybody's going to take a big sigh. Success plans. This is one of the most valuable things, but one of the most difficult. And we know, we've talked to lots of people. A lot of people have their gyms really dialed in, and still like having time to do goal sessions and success plans and everything is still a big hassle. It's a lot of work. If members have goals and they achieve them and they associate the achieving of these goals to what you're doing in the gym, they're going to stay longer, right? This is people having goals and setting them is one of the biggest predictors of them really feeling engaged and not going by the wayside. It builds a deeper connection with members. I know sometimes like personal stuff comes out in these types of things, and that can be difficult conversations for some people to have. But if you can make a connection for how being healthy and fit can reduce stress in their life, can help them better at their job, help them get that promotion because they're more focused now, they're sleeping better, right? If you can help them connect the things that they're doing in the gym, not just from leveling up, but how it's impacting their life, how they're being a better parent, how they're helping for that train for that triathlon or whatever it is, this is the way you connect. They're not going to make the connections by just coming in and doing level method. You have to make those connections. If you do these things, it will result in these types of things. Again, a massive part of our SOP and a great time to upsell. Exactly. That's another why here as well, because when you're having these discussions and people are like, how do I improve this? How do I do this? You can upsell them into personal training packages, workshops, anything like that. How? If you go to the user levels and you find the member, you can click, if you scroll down, you can click schedule session and this will pop up. So you can either schedule it in the future. So you can set a time to schedule a success plan in the future, or you can just hit create plan and start it right now. And what that will look like is it'll pop up again, the COPE style. What is the clear outcome? What are they looking to do? Lose weight, feel better, get better sleep, overall health. And then the purpose, right? So why is that? This is the magic here. And the purpose is like, why do they want to achieve that? Because if people just say, I want to lose weight and they have no reason why or no purpose, that's not enough motivation for them to actually lose that weight. They'll make the wrong choices every time. But if they have a deeper connection to a purpose of what losing the weight is going to do for them, that's going to help. And then you add the action steps here and you print it out and have them sign it for that accountability. Some ways to make it easier: watch the e-learning. So setting life-changing goals and success plan playbook are some of the things in the academy. If you go to Legion Resources e-learning academy, the success plan playbook goes over getting prepared for success plans, logistics and scheduling, how to conduct the session, and how to systematize and build reps. So watch that. There's a lot of tips in there how to make doing goal sessions easier. You can start success plans with new members, make their one of their kickstart sessions. So if you do a 5 session, then maybe do a 6 session and they go through the 5 sessions, but one of the sessions they're paying for is a success plan. The first time you ever do a success plan with somebody is going to always take longer because you're trying to get to know them, they're trying to get to know you, and you're trying to get to what their purpose is. But usually after that, these things go a lot smoother. And this is why a lot of people, I think, give up on goal setting and success plans, because the first implementation it's a little bit clunky and a little bit difficult, just like when you first do global assessments for the first time. And but the more you get the reps in, then the easier it's going to become. Now, this is also perfect added role for those who have a CSM or a customer support manager. I know some gyms do or some gyms don't. You may consider making this a role with a GM, or you may consider adding this as roles on part of your coaches. Not all coaches maybe are good at this. Consider the ones who have good personal skills and can talk through with people. But any other tips anybody else has on success plans and making them easier? Anything in chat?
We were just talking about the use of advanced versus basic. Like the basic is the quick, high level overview that is probably the most powerful, usage for somebody just in a quick coaching session. But if you're going to use advanced, it'd be for somebody who's doing like a more thorough coaching package where you want to build out a very thorough plan. The advanced, it goes into much more detail and allows you to do sub items and all this different stuff. So just overall, success plans do lay the foundation to give people a map to their goals. And that's really important. So if you're not doing that, the upsell idea, the ability to bridge to what somebody wants and giving them services, these are all like crucial for success plans. It's one of the whole reasons why they're built in. It's so that we can really look at that relationship element within the coaching and a client relationship and really build that so that somebody trusts their coach and the coach understands why somebody's here. All those things are really important. The only way to do that really is to do success plans. And you can have conversations with people in class and all that, but The success plan is like a really focused time to get to know what somebody wants and then bridge to their goals and offer services to help them get there faster.
Yeah, and I like Dave's point here. They've incorporated the success sessions into their foundations cost. So that's a good point, right? This does cost. If you're having 30-minute sessions and you're paying a coach to do that, or even yourself to do that, it's not free. It's just 30 minutes of training them. You're providing a valuable service to help them figure out their goals. And I remember talking to Chris Cooper about this a while ago, and he talked about how he has people who haven't been at his gym for 4 or 5 years, but pay him to just regularly set goals with him every year. And they pay him good money to do that. So people will pay you money to just help them set their goals and help them achieve them. And when you become known as helping somebody achieve their goals, that's a very powerful thing that, again, keeps members going. And Ty had an idea, focus on the people who could use your attention. So if you're looking at where to best use your time, focus on those who you might think are most at risk because maybe something difficult's going on in their life and you have to re-engage them. Cool. So that is hack number 3.
One last little thing. I don't want you to go into that slide, but just note that there's a lot of features in the success plan panel. For instance, you can schedule text message reminders that will be sent out, so it'll let you know ahead of time. You can't scroll down there because it's a screenshot.
Oh, yeah.
Scroll down in the panel. You add reminders. There's just a bunch of like little features in there. And also, if you ever run into any issues with it or have ideas to make this even more powerful, always let us know.
Yeah, awesome. Okay,